where'd that
We tried
go?
to clean you up best we could, but
Hey, gang. Whew. I got the other one cleaned up so I can come right into this one. How is everybody this morning? Good. I'm good. I'm ready. I love the linen and lace classes. Let me reach over here and get my book that we're mimicking. It won't be like it. I'm not teaching this book. I'm teaching techniques so you can make your own book. Ha, how about that? I'm here. Gail's here. I somehow missed the first class. May I watch this one? If you missed the first class, I don't think there's any problem with that.
There's
no problem. Comment when you get here so I can check you off the road. Okay. Michelle's here. Oh, I'm so excited for this class too. This is a fun class. How do I put this? It's a little nerve-wracking if your brain doesn't quite work this way. It's so different from the card making and the stamping because all of that is so linear and it has a place and it's all in a neat little package. And then this is crazy work. I laugh. I'll show you what my mind looks like in a little while. But this is a class where you can do your thing, but yet I'm teaching you the techniques to make that happen. And that's what I'm. Hey, Angela. Hey, Michelle, Iva, Ann, Melinda. Oh gosh, I wish I could see you all. We will. We're going to. I am here at the 11. Yeah, Mary, I remember that from last night. Hey, how did y'all like last night? Good. Like it. I'm glad. That was fun. Those video things were crazy. Bucky laughed at me, and after I did the one about being the quietest one, he looked at me. He said, "Are you being serious? Do they know you're not serious?" So I said, "Yes, they know me. They know I'm not the quiet one." But I don't think we have a quiet one. Taylor has a quiet voice, but she's not quiet. So that's a little bit. Yes, Angela, freestyle. We're freestyling. Oh, look at you, Linda. I'm impressed. She ironed her lace and some of the papers. Yeah, sometimes I'll iron the papers too. I do. I didn't these, and I don't iron this lace because I have so many packets that I have to make. But the good news is, I talked to Mary last night because she likes to always know what's going on. And she has found us some more scraps and papers. So, I got a square head, I just noticed. I got a haircut, and I think she cut me a square head instead of round. But we did it with masks on, and she didn't cut it 6 feet apart, but we did have our masks on. So we're good. And it's been a while, so anyway. Because she had to fix where I cut it. It was awful. Oh, it was terrible. But anyway, Mary found all the stuff that we have, and so we can make some more kits so we can have some more classes. Now, I do have a question. We've done 4 or 5 of these classes so far. Are you still interested in doing them? I just want to make sure. What's this iron that you speak of? Angela says, I understand that. Oh, Derriere and Tabitha are here. Marie's here. Iva, oh yeah. But I just want to make sure that you still want to do these. I love doing them. They're just so much fun for me. They're so freestyle. You still have to think, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not one that measures or any of those things. So I just kind of need an idea if you still want to continue doing them. And I know a lot of people still have not been able to take the class, but this time we had 60 openings. So that worked out great. So I was excited about that. Just waiting for everybody to get here. There we go. Give everybody another minute and then you can call the roll. Miss Taylor.
Angela said do another Christmas one.
Oh, yes, maybe she's got some Christmas papers in there. Now, here's something that I will have to do for Christmas. I have found this out. There's not very much left that is, quote, Christmas. And there's very few linens that ever were Christmas. But some of the papers, what I'll have to do is the ones that do not have a copyright on them, I will copy them and I'll have them cut out with, what is that thing called that she has, the cut?
Cricut?
Yeah, not the Cricut. The one that you put the pictures in there and it cuts it out for you. Anyway, if that's okay with you all, that means that, and there's always some old and new in here anyway, but that's gonna be about the only way that I can do Christmas. I still have some of the vintage Christmas paper that we copied. I do still have some of that black and white with the skaters on. We can use some of that also. So if you want a Christmas one, we'll try to do that before this Christmas. If not, we'll do it in the next year. Everything's just kind of a little crazy now. So now that's a great idea, Linda. She found a small baby yarn.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Now that's a great idea. Oh, good, Michelle. Save it, and you can. Well, no, you save you enough to do an album, and then I would appreciate anything you send me. I love it. Yes, Brother Scan and Cut.
Yeah.
Yes, I would love for you to have it, but you be sure to save you some so you can put them in your album also. And you can just send them here to the shop. That would be great. Scan and Cut. Yep. They use all those machines. I just tell them what I need. Because listen, I am so impressed with everybody. I don't know that I could get on here to take this class. I would have to have somebody, one of my grandbabies probably would have to come and show me how to do it. Braxton, he's now 15, but he's my baby. He's the one that basically lived with me. He texted me while I was on class yesterday and said, how do I get on your live classes? And I had to tell him that he couldn't because he had to have a password. So I told him we're going to figure out so he can come and look at them. He just likes to, he says he puts them on at night and just listens to them.
Aww.
The ones that I've recorded, and I thought that was so sweet. That's so sweet. All right, it's time, girls. I'm technically challenged. Yes, I am.
I think we're good.
You got everybody?
Everyone marked, so.
Oh, good. Yay. Y'all did good. All right. Good morning. First of all.
More people are rolling in.
All right. You still got them. If there's not any. Beth and Jeannie Churchwell are here. Tabitha hooked us up on the big screen TV. Oh, that means I look bigger than I am, right? That's a good thing if it's only my hands. It's a bad thing if my face is in it. I'll tell you a funny about being sequestered. My hair grows fast, and I have a lot of hair. So I attempted to cut my hair. Didn't go so well. So it was so skinny on the sides, I was whole face. That's all I was face. So, all right, let's get started. All right, open your bags. I'm assuming all of you all have. I did not open mine. I just put one at random, just like you all got. I just took it out of the class ones at random, so I don't know what I have either. So we're going to go through here and separate out the big and the little and the happy and the sad. Papers and linens. Papers. Linens. Alright, buttons. Few little pearls. Rook. Oh, cool. Alright. And then the papers. Cool. Alright, first I'm going to go over my album. I'm going to talk us through a little bit of it. So if there's one page particular you want to do, we make sure that it gets done. Now we did finish We did finish the last class did finish it, so I'm gonna give you your basics here. Here's the cover, the front cover. It's just layers. That's all we're gonna do is layer, and we're just creating dimension. What I'm teaching you are the techniques that I use. This is the second page, and it has a little pocket in it, and you can either way for you to put it in there. And this was a cute handkerchief, and I just gathered it up. We're going to do that. This is an extra page of paper that I had left, and this is a page. All of you, I think, got a magazine page, I'm pretty sure. And on my magazine page was a big old picture, so I wanted to keep that whole picture, so I just made it like a fold-in screen in there. If you have a big large piece that you want, or just a plain paper and you want to put pictures in it, that works too. And this is a fold back page. It's a tear page, and it's just folded back. Here is more paper that's left. I just wanted to keep that little tab up under there, so you can fold it out and put whatever you want on there, and then it folds out and you can see it on both pages, both sides. This is a little bit of belly band, and it also, oh no, this one's not got the top. But see, I wanted to keep all of this part of it. These were my music books. I found as I was going through things, I had two just alike, so I shared some of those papers with you. It's the Thompson, and I forget the rest of it. I hated it. I loved piano, but I just didn't like practicing. And this one is just linens, and it's just layers. It's just layers of any of the linens that I had. That's showing you don't have to have papers. I like the papers. This long piece right here is made from, I think you all got a little bag, and I just cut a long strip so I would have it. I'll try to remember to do that. I forgot to do that in the other one. And I made just a little pocket here on the side. And then that's the second page. This side has got little, and of course you know the one we make won't be like that, but it'll be as close as we can get. And this is the back page. I just leave the back page smooth because it's going to sit down, and I just had, this was a scrap left over, so therefore I just made do with what I had. And these are just scraps that were left that were large, so I just made inserted pages. Sometimes you have them, sometimes you don't. So we're going to work on the cover first. I'm going to go ahead and cut my holes. I should have done that beforehand, but I didn't.
And just to clarify, not everyone got the same matching thing.
Oh, no. Everybody, no one got anything the same. There is no way that I can get everybody the same. Everybody got their own packet of goodies. I didn't get a magazine page. I didn't in this one either. So we're cool.
Right.
Well, maybe I did. I did. But and some of you do, some of you don't. Perfect. Definitely interested. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm not measuring, but for just the case of saying we're going to go 2 inches, probably about 2 inches up. It's probably not right on it, but it's close to 2 inches. Someone wanted a dimension a while ago, and so I'm just going to decide to say 2 inches down and 2 inches up, or 1.5 inches. I like mine a little bit further apart because this is 6 by 6. And if the holes are bigger than the others, I don't care. All right. Let's get started. Let's get this party started on the front. Now, first thing I do is I kind of go through, first thing that caught my eye were the stamps. I love these stamp thingies. And then I also like this piece, and I love that piece. I love this piece. I love all. This one's already. Oh, I can probably kind of mimic that. on there. Not quite, but sort of. I don't think I want to, though. I think I want this to be a little petticoat down there. All right, let's see what else we have. Here's a good base part. Okay, let's just kind of get started. All right, I love this paper, but I want to save some of it because I do love it. I don't want it to completely be covered up. So I'm going to patchwork this piece. And in order to do that, I'm just going to, I do want it on the bottom. So I'm going to cut it just like this. Over. Do we have any folks who've never taken the linen and lace class? Linen and lace class? I know I have some repeats. Okay, I want that at the bottom because when I put this on here, I want it to show. And then I'm going to find something that I want for the top. Let's see, what do I want for the top? I'm getting there, y'all. I just got to see what my things are. And I could put you in here in the loop with me. Oh, good. I got a page of the butterflies. Oh, I got 2 pages of this. Oh, cool. That's good. So I can use this top piece. And I think I want it this way. There we go. All right. It's like a Christmas package when you open them up. I know what I'm going to do.
We have a lot of first-time people.
Oh, good. Good. Okay, if you're a first-time person, let me just tell you, you never get the same thing. No one gets the same thing. I don't get what you get. You don't get what I get. It's just, we just fill the packages up. I want linens in there and I want papers in there. So it's just a Duke's mixture. Have you ever heard about that? That's what my grandmother always says. Duke's mixture of everything. And I'm showing you techniques. That's what this is just different techniques that I use to create the albums. And so you just jump in and figure out what you like best. Now I'm going to take my distress ink. I know you don't have any in your packet. You don't have to if you don't want to. This is just something that I want you to think about using when you make these. I wanted to take that white off. I also want to save as much of this as I can. So I'm going to mark where my pocket, I want this top to have a pocket. So I'm marking where the pocket goes, but I'm cutting just under it because making it bigger. So, and I'm gonna put it in first. I didn't put it in there quick enough. Oh my goodness. Come on, Brenda. It did it again, Taylor. I left it out too long. Do y'all do that, or am I the only one that does that? Ah. There we go. There we go. There it goes. I almost panicked for a moment. I thought I put it on the wrong side. Okay. Now, making sure. So I'm going to make this a pocket. So I'm just doing it around 3 edges. And that leaves the top open, so it makes it into a pocket that I can, if I want to, I can put the secret stuff in there or pictures or whatever. So see, it's going to leave that open just in case I want to use it. Not always sure that I want to use it. All right, now I'm going to start building my layers. Let me see what I have. Where did I put my little petticoat? There it is. I do know I want this piece on there, and I'm probably going to put it just into that spot. Okay, let's see. Let's use one of these. I'm just going to cut out the circle I'm just going to kind of place around until I get a good feel for something that I like. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do the whole thing there. And I think I'm going to come up here with this. Now, I don't want it to be a square, so I'm just going to come in and follow some of these lines through here that creates just a little bit of a pattern, something that it looks pleasing to your eye, something that you feel like will work. All right, I'm going to put this here. Y'all don't feel free to tell me if I'm going too fast. Feel free to ask questions. If I can't answer them, I'll figure out something. We'll figure out something. And I'm just dotting the glue up on top of that. This is gonna stick really good. This glue is great for cloth, but I just want to reinforce it a little bit. And on top of that, I want to decide how I want to put this. Let's see, which side's my holes on? That side, yes. I think I want to put it this way. And that leaves that out there. And I think I want to go down the sides. Let's see how this is going to go. This is going to go up under here. It's going to hang. This is something I've never done. This is going to hang down off of the bottom of it, just like it's got a little skirt. I've never done that before. And I'm just going to let it do its thing. It wants to curve, so I'm just going to let it curve. I'm going to let it just do its own thing. And I'm going to be mindful that I've got a pocket in here too. So I want to be mindful of that. And I might decide to cover it up. I don't know. I'm not there yet. And I'm using a pretty good amount of glue, and I'm putting it on the top because with the way these crocheted pieces are, it does seep down through them. Everybody hanging in there with me so far? Good. And I see this little bitty piece right here, and I'm going to put that on top of there just because I want to. Oh no, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to loop him around. And I'm just going to make him kind of loopy. For no reason. Let me see if I can find a little button. There's a pretty button. Let's put a little button on him. See, it's just fun. It's just putting together a puzzle that you don't have a picture for. All right, now I want a little strip of something. Let me. Oh, look. Let's see what these are. Oh, cute. Oh, so cute. Those are so cute. All right, this is loose, but I want him right there. So here's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to put some glue here, and I'm going to put glue here. And it's going to catch somewhere, but what I'll have to do is I'll have to hold it up just a little bit. So I'm going to put my pen under there so it doesn't stick to anything except itself.
Iva said, way behind already.
That's okay. You're not behind. You're not behind.
We got a couple hours.
We got plenty of time. Just keep going. We're going to keep going on the front page. I tell you, by the time you look for and find what you want, I know it takes a little time. I just want to be enough ahead of you that you can use the idea if you want to. Mary Berry's behind. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Took your class on the first Made It Come with my... Oh, I do remember that. I remember you and your daughter, yes. Oh, Melinda watched the first one before she started.
She got some inspiration.
There you go. Hey, I know, especially if it's your first time.
Yeah.
All right. I'm kind of letting this dry because I want to do something right here, and I'm not sure what. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece down. Like I say, I've never done this one before. I've never created a skirt hanging off of it before. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to do. You could do it with a plain piece of lace. There we go. Look at that, how cute.
Tabitha said she is the better daughter. LOL.
I'm gonna punch my hole so I'll know where it is. Because we do have to put rings on them. All right, so I'm gonna snip a little bit of this off because I want the whole. It doesn't have to show, but I just want it to this time. Now, I think I am going to. Let me see how I'm going to do this. See, it takes me a while too sometimes. No, I think I like it just the way it is. I think I like it like that. I like it like that. Come on. Y'all know that song? Let me show you where it's at. Here's my other one. There was another one here, and I'm going to put it right there. There we go. All right, I'm changing my mind before it dries. I want this to lap over. I don't like the way it looks when it's separated. So I'm going to have to put a little more glue. There we go. My mother was a seamstress, a tailor. She absolutely could take whatever and make it for me. She made all my clothes until she couldn't sew anymore, and I was about 40 when she had to quit.
That's wild.
And we would go shopping, and she would see something we couldn't afford, and she would go home and make it for me. And oh my goodness, she was so good.
That's great.
It was.
That's awesome.
It is. It is. Now, Mother was a little cantankerous sometimes, but she was a great seamstress. All right, I found a little green button, and that's got a little green in it. So I'm going to put him right there. Let's see. And that would be pretty right there. And I'm just going to do the whole thing. We could do part of them, but I still think I want to do the whole thing. And I'm just following the little line that is there. Okay. Now, I'll probably come back, and if we have something left, see, this was put on after. All this was put on afterwards. So we got our petticoat done for the front. Let's see if this is dry. Not quite. So I'm gonna sit this one aside. And the reason I'm sitting it aside now is I don't want this to glue down. I want it to stay flapped up, and we'll do the back page in a little while. So let's go to the next page. I'm slow but putting on my paper. But still putting on my paper. It's hard to decide. It's hard to decide. So I'm going to give you just a second to just get your petticoat on there, and don't worry about it. Don't worry about it being just like mine. I'm not even going to mimic the pages that are on there. I'm just going to do my own thing on this second one. I am going to put my thing in my glue. I am going to do that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do y'all do that? There we go. All right, now. Cindy, you're good. Now, I tell you something that I do sometimes. I didn't this time. I probably should have. I'll go through and I'll pull out what I like the best. My favorite ones. I'll pull my favorite ones out. And then, see, I totally missed this one. That would have been pretty on the front. but we can put it on the second page. Now see, here's where your little iron would come in. Really, really good. All right, second page. Let me see what I want it to be. Let me see what I want it to be. Oh, look at this piece. Let's see. Oh, there's the United States. That's perfect. Look at there. Love this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a fold over page because I want the United States to show, and I'm going to do a fold over pocket. So, and I want to do it with this paper also. Do I want it under it? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut about that much of it because my page that I'm going to fold over will do this. So this will show, and I want to save as much paper of this as I can because I want to use it again. I'll tell you, because I love to travel. I'm thinking about doing one that has a travel theme. I've thought about that for a while. It would be more papers than it would be linens and lace, but I think it would be cool to do because we travel. All right, let's do this. All right, we're going to glue this down all the way. There we go. Perfect. And I want to save this for later. I just love that one. I love that piece. On the back of it. Yeah, let's see. Russian gypsy dance. I have gypsy ancestors. I'm sure y'all are shocked at that. Let's see. Do I want that one? Oh, I think I want this one.
Ava asked, are you on the back or the second chipboard?
I'm on the second chipboard. You can make this the back page. The only reason I did not flip it over and use this is I want this to dry because I don't want it to stick to the page. So I just went on to the second page. We'll come back and do this one because this will dry in just a little while. It takes a little longer for the glue to dry on the cloth. So that's why I didn't turn it over and do this. So yes, this would be considered the second page. Yes. To answer your question. Just giving you a long explanation why. I'm going to have some water.
I love that front page.
I did too. It's real delicate. I've not done one that turned out cute. I am going to figure out something to put there. I just hadn't thought yet what to do. That explanation made me think of this. Bucky says I splain around the world.
Too.
I said, well, I want you to know all the whys and the whens and the reasoning. I said, you know, there's no way you can know it all that way. Yep. Oh, I think I'm going to use, let's see. I'm very torn about which page to use. I think I'm going to use this solid because when it comes back over, it's got that on there. Yeah, there we go. All right, this is a very scientific way that I'm figuring out how to cut it, okay? Put it down there and then draw it off because there's no way you can measure this. And what I'm trying to do is cover it. Now, I am trying to save a page of paper. I could have done the whole thing and wouldn't have had a problem. And it's not a problem, it's just a matter of figuring it out. And like I told my daughter, when she got to high school, I said, let me tell you, the only problem that we can't work with is the one I don't know. So if you'll tell me, we can figure it out. I'm sure she didn't tell me them all, though. Ta-da! Did it. And there's another idea I have of doing, instead of using paper, using paint and then covering the paint. I have thought about doing that. Not sure if I will, but thought about it. Okay, we want this to, and look, if you don't want it to roll back, fold it back. Either way, you can fold it back. But we've got a nice little area that shows it both, and it's very useful too, because you can stick whatever you have in there, in that pocket. All right, I'm gonna find my holes again so I can avoid them. I've gotten better about that. I used to drive y'all and myself crazy with that. All right, now the one thing that I do want on here is I want to find something in here that, oh, this would be pretty. And I'm just gonna glue him right there. All we're doing is creating dimension. If you think in dimensions, it'll be so easy to do. Textures and dimension. Those textures are something that I love, and I love creating the dimension also. And I think I saw a little piece of, yeah. Okay, and I'm going to show you a little trick. I know I didn't tell you to have this because I didn't think to. I'm sorry. I will do better about that next time. Doing my Distress Oxide. This is a little white. So, and I need something to put it on, but I don't think I have anything. I'll just use this dark piece. It won't show. And I'm just going to dirty it up a little bit. I don't want it to be bright white. I'm just going to dirty it up a little bit. And this is a super easy way, instead of having to tea dye or coffee dye, any of those things. All right, now I'm going to take this and put it right down through here. And I want it to hang off a little bit. And this is another one that is very open. So I'm going to make sure, I'll have to hold it just a minute. There we go. Just a minute, I'll have to hold it. Are y'all catching up? I'm trying to be slow. My mind's not slow, so it's like I told the other class. You see all this? That's how my mind is. That's what my mind looks like, if you want to know. Okay, now I love this. I love that. So I think I want to put some numbers up here, and this 9.5 caught my eye just for whatever reason. So I'm just going to snip out a little bit of this 9.5. Now normally I would go back and do this later, because I normally just put my petticoat down and then come back, but that just caught my eye. And I want to save the America, but I want something down through there. And what did I see a while ago? Oh, there it is. Oh, that was left from no, this is, oh, these are stickers. Cool. Oh, that one's got, there we go. I'm just going to put the 11 right up under there. I want it touching it, just to add a little dimension. And see, that's a simple page. It's just a matter of how you like for it to be. Now, the other class took pictures of the first album. If you all want to do that, let me know. I'd love to do a travel one. I think we'll do that. I think I'm going to do that. It won't have as many pieces of linen and lace in it, and I'm going to try to find a travel pack of paper and we can just make an album out of the pack of paper and, you know, collect. I'll be kind of collecting some things. You all do the same, because there won't be a lot that I can collect, but I'll just put in some papers and a few linens and lace, and then a pack of paper, and we'll make it from that. Okay, Ava, are you on the? Okay, we got that one done. Okay. If you all want to take pictures of the first album or some of this, just let me know. And they all took pictures of it to do. So we're going to flip this over. I think I'm going to cut that. That's not... Okay, now I want to use this piece. But I don't want, I love the fact that it's all written on and the paper's in the back. So I think I'm going to do a fold page with this. This is my old music teacher's handwriting. So let me see. We need a back to it. So we need something. Y'all know the song, Something Beautiful, Something Good. This is going to be a fairly simple page. A fairly simple page, I think. Let me look right here first. The Chemistry of the Home. You can tell this is an old magazine. I think that I'll make the fold out with this. I may have two fold outs. And I think I'm going to cover the whole page with this. And then work on it. Okay. Okay. Don't you love the way I measured that? When you start throwing numbers at me, my mind just shuts off completely.
I don't know measurement.
Maymay just kills me doing that. Oh my numbers. Word, she knows numbers.
What do you mean?
Yeah, my husband does too, and I'm just like, oh.
I can't.
Okay, there are my holes, and I've got a little trick we're gonna do over here. So I need a little scrap of paper, and I think I'm just gonna use this, and I'm going to. All I want is just about that big, just about that big. And I think that was, no, I'm just going to cut it off. All right, now I want to put it right here, and I want it in the page. Let's see, is that where I want it? Yeah, I want it right there, so glue it down. Now you may want to do this one like I do it, so you'll figure out what I'm doing. Now I left it out just a little bit, which is fine. It's going to have two purposes. It's going to be a tag, and it's going to be an undercut. All right, now, and before I glue this down, I want to take this little piece of paper here, and I just want to rip it out a little bit, so this shows, it looks like this page is bent, and then I'm just going to brush a little bit.
Marie said she would like pictures.
Okay, good.
Ava said, can we see the second page again?
Yes. Let me glue this page down and I'll show it to you. Glue this piece of paper down right there, and I'll show it to you. No problem. Don't put glue here, because we're going to glue this. We're gluing this down. Okay, second page. All we did was put a piece of paper down. You can cover the whole thing if you want to. I just wanted to save some of this paper. And I'm glad I did. Glad we had this so we could talk about a travel one. And then I just measured, because I wanted this to come back. And you can do, let me show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. You could do it this way and just cut it out that way and fold it back. I wanted to save as much paper as I could under here, and that's why I keep folding it back. It gets further and further. And you can also roll this if you want and just have it loose. Either way. Okay. All right, there you go. There's that. If you want to take a picture. And here's the front page. We're not quite through with it, but you can go ahead and take that picture. I want to put something right there. All right, now I'm going to hold up this the original album, and I'm going to show you some. As you all know, we're not going to get to everything that's in the book, but this way you can have some guidelines. Let me get it right. I'm so glad you're out of your zone. You're not a lacy girl. I'm a tomboy too. Let me tell you. I want you all. I'm gonna give you all a question. If anybody gets even close, the one thing that I did in high school that you would not. It's nothing like you would think I would do. Right now, the back page. So, give me a guess what it is, and keep remembering I'm a tomboy. And this has the pocket. So now you can take that picture so you can see that it's got a pocket. Okay. Let me make sure this is the next page. No, this is the way it goes. All right, here. And now you can totally do this with new papers and new linens, lace, fabrics. You can totally do it with that. Now this is the one that has the flap, and I'm gonna hold that so you can tell that it's a flap. I did play football, but that's not what I'm thinking about. No, not basketball, female wrestling team. Ah! No. Archery. Nope. Oops, sorry. And then this is the second one. They're guessing what I did in high school. I was telling them I was a told them I was a tomboy. They gotta and see, this is flipped over and torn. I did not tear this one, but I did tear that one. And it's also a pocket. I like the flap, me too. And prom queen. I did have another hobby I'll tell you about later.
Linda said debater.
No.
You're on the debate team.
No. Remember, I went to school in 1969. That was my senior year. I was 67, 8, and 9 were my senior years. So you got to remember that. I'm an old bird. So I want you to do that. This is the very back, and it's just plain. It's just plain. I'm sorry I did the back. That's okay. It really doesn't matter which one's which. And you can tell that's a pocket, and it's just torn all around. And then this one is a dual. This is a pocket. I'm going to pull it out so you can tell it's a pocket. And then this is a tab that opens up. If you got one of the bags, I'll show you how to make it out of the bag.
Angela said I hit the thrift stores for linen and lace stuff. Sometimes I find some, sometimes I don't.
Oh, awesome. That is a great idea. Great idea. Okay, now this one is just mostly linens. It's just layered, kind of like our front. I actually debated if I wanted this one to be the front. It's just layered scraps of lace. These are all scraps, except, well, everything's a scrap. That doesn't make much sense, does it? But this is the biggest piece on there. It's not coming through clear for some reason. I'm trying to hold it real still, y'all. That's a challenge for me. We're old birds together, Linda. Okay, are we all through guessing what I was? Now this is a belly band. I'm going to show you. This belly band is here. And this is what I just showed you how to do. It just is torn and I put paper up under it. Okay. And these are the extra pages. This is just a piece that was left. And I put it in one of the pockets. This I made into a page. No, this is a tag. I made a tag out of this one. I thought it was big enough to put a picture on. Or just have, we could have used that for a travel one. I'm getting an ideas here on this travel one. This was a extra page that was just left. And I'm flipping these quick. You probably don't want pictures of these. And so I had these left and I just put them together. And attached them with a paper clip.
Carol asked if you took shop class.
No, my daddy made me do shop when I was like 12. That's when you had to get up under the car and change the oil. I honestly think he taught me that so he wouldn't have to do it.
Yeah.
Now, and I had a brother too, but I was almost 5 years older, well, 4 years older than my brother. And this is another page we created. Okay, I was a sharpshooter.
A what?
A sharpshooter. I shot guns.
What?
Yes, I was. I even have awards. Can't hit the broadside of the barn now, but actually Bucky and I do go shoot some, but I was a sharpshooter.
Wow.
And there were, at that time, there were different events that you went to. There were never many, I had to compete with the boys. There was not a girl one. And this was even before girls were considered anything. But the reason they let me compete is they didn't have enough boys to have a competition. Nobody in my school went. And so that's why I was.
That was your way in.
That was my way in. But first time I ever shot a gun, I was 5 years old. And I hit a Prince Albert can across the road while Daddy was standing with me with my little 22. And I fell in love with guns and loved them ever since. So, sorry. All right, where are my blank pages? There they are. Let's go on. Enough about me. I just thought y'all might get a kick out of that.
That's funny.
And from time to time, I forget about it too. So, anyway. All right, next page. I'm still loving this paper. So I think I want to do the fold out with the bag. I think I want to do that. I wonder what this looks like inside. Oh, it almost looks like that's cool. All right, we're gonna turn it around. Let's see how big I want the fold out. About right there to about right there. Now you can use your trimmer. I have no problem with you using your trimmer. I'm just not a trimmer person unless I have to be. So, is anybody freaking out? I don't want you freaking out. Is anybody freaking out yet? We didn't have that. Great. I was shooting out. Yes. Better than nothing. Women are actually better than men because I think we're a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? We don't care if it's okay if we don't hit the target.
Yeah.
The men want to hit the target every time. All right, let's see how we're going to do this fold out. What are we going to put on the bottom? You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to just jump right out there and I'm going to cover the bottom with this paper. Because Bucky In fact, that's how I met Bucky. He owned a firing range. And I went in with my girlfriend to buy her husband a gun. And that's how I met Bucky.
Cindy said, not freaking out, just falling way behind, LOL.
That's okay. You're not behind. You're at your own pace. That's the beauty of this class. Everybody has their own pace. And the only reason I'm out there further than you are is I've done probably more than you have, and that's just... Okay. When you do these albums, they're so different. You have to almost do a brain flip. And what I mean by that is none of this makes sense. You can't put any of this in a box. So you just kind of got to look at things in a different way. I know y'all have seen on those all those different ways to use gadgets in the kitchen. Well, think of this as different ways to use your paper and your glue and your scissors, and just kind of look at it as that way. And that's how I kind of perceive it, if that makes more sense. Ooh, that's pretty. What did I cut from there? Green? Oh, I guess it was just a scrap here. Now all I'm doing with this is I'm just covering the paper. I just want to cover the white. So it doesn't matter. I'm going to put stuff on top of it. I just want to be able to have some colors hanging off of it, I guess you'd say. I kind of want to use that little house. He's kind of, I think it's a playhouse, but that's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. And then we need something on the back side. Oh, I know. Let's put Rook up here. Oh, he's cool. And then see if we can put this on top of there. And we can put this here. Right. See, it's a puzzle without the picture. Have you ever had to put a puzzle together without a picture to look at? Well, me either, but that's what this reminds me of. Now I'm just gonna I'm not gonna lay this down straight. I'm gonna make it crooked on purpose, so don't panic. There we go. And we need to cover a corner. So let's do this. Since this green kind of works with it. See if I can lift him up real quick. Yeah, I can lift him up. I'm going to put Dow right there. Having any questions I hadn't been able to look up?
Melinda said, I started at 9 and now I'm still behind, but loving the process.
Okay. That's all that this is a process. And you all know that you're not gonna finish it this first time. But by having the pictures and seeing the techniques, now see, this just looks like patchwork, which is perfectly fine.
Carol said, this is a great project to use my Fiskars paper edges scissors that I haven't used in years.
Yes,
I have lots of them.
Oh yes, that is a great idea. That is a great idea. I might add that to my little group here. My little extra things that I do have. All right, now I want to do this fold out. So let me find where my holes are. Punch through for my holes. Ah, fit right through the D. How about that? We couldn't have planned that any better. There's my holes. Now I want this to open out this way. So I'm going to find where my holes are. And I'm going to fold this back so it has a little lip there. And I'm going to fold this back so it will fold back and forth. Now I'm going to fold it both ways so it doesn't have any issues. Okay, let's fold this back. Let's glue this down. Make sure you get it on the edge there and get it straight. I missed my point where I wanted. There we go. There it goes. There we are. Now we're going to make us a little pull tab. What are we going to make it out of? Let's see what we can find. Oh, I know. These are little stickers that all we need is a tab. So these, they're not made to do this, but that's what we're going to do with them. Oops. Might have to glue more. They might not stick quite. Look at there. That's so cool. I love it when you have something like that. Yes. Cool. All right, now I want a little piece of something. Oh, I know what it is I've got to do. We got to put it on the page. We don't want it hanging way off. Doesn't mind if it's a little bit, but we don't want it hanging way off. So that's what I knew. There was something else I needed to do. Okay, now that gets us on page and gets it on right. There we go. That way, and that way. And if you want to fold it on, and if you want to fold it back over, there's no problem doing that. I'm just not going to. All right, let's find us something for right here. What do we have? Ooh, this is pretty. Let's do this. Where's my little scissors? We're not gonna fussy cut this. We're just gonna indent around it. Just leave that little creamy edge on it. Just real quick. How we want this done. Everybody okay? I'm so used to being in the class till. All right, now I don't want to cut this, so I'm not going to. I don't mind that it's hanging off. In fact, it'll create another dimension on there. And I'm going to put it right on the fold. Let's see. There we go. All right. Now, I'm kind of liking that one. I do think I want to put a little thing of lace up here just because.
Linda asked if you could show the fold again, please.
Okay. All right. All right. This was how the original, that was the original paper. Is that way. It was, all we did was take the inside and we just cut a strip, however long. You could do it the whole size of the page if you want to, but anyway. And this, see, this is the gusset that's in there for the paper. So what I did was I cut that, it's all one piece, and I refolded it so it would fit our page. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time picking it up. Could you see that? I folded it back to fit the page, the gusset was already in there, so I just laid it on there just like it normally was, and then I pulled it back so it would be even with the back side. And to glue it on, I folded this part and glued the back. You want me to do it? All right, see, Linda, do you want me to do it on another piece of paper so I can? Yes, I remolded it. Yes, I did, to make it fit, because all I wanted to do was to be able to open it up and all of this side would show. So I just refolded it so it would make that transition. And I don't want a little piece of lace up here. Do I want this kind? I think I do. Yeah, I think I want that kind. And this just goes across the top. All this is, we're just layering. There's that page. Very simple page, but it's got lots of places to journal. It's got lots of places for pictures. It's got lots of places for lots of things. So we're pretty cool on that. All right, now this page. I want to do something with this and with this. So let's refer back to our, and that's not that one. That one goes here. Oh, no. Let's do our back page of the front so we can get that done. Let's go back to my front. Now, if you didn't do what I did, it's okay. They can be in any order they want to. I just wanted this to get dry before I used it. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I figured out what I want up here on this top. I want this to flap over. So I'm going to cut this little corner off and see how I can manage that on here, because I have to remember that I have that the hole right there. So I'm going to lift this up and it'll go through it right there. There we go. That went better than I thought it would. I'll glue him down, and I'm going to glue this edge down. And we can still get into our flap if we want. I'm just going to prop it up a minute because it doesn't take long for it to dry. And then right here, I thought I saw, yeah, I think I want that button, and I should have, maybe there's a little strip of lace somewhere. Let's just cut this. Well, no, I think I want to use that corner later. Oh, I know. Oh, here's some. Okay, and I'm just gonna put this through here so I can tie either a bow or just loop. Got glue on my fingers. There we go. Just happy little opportunities pop up. Come on, Brenda. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we didn't want to take 9 million years to tie this little bow. There we go. And we're going to put him right there. But I'm going to put him there after I cover this back. All right, let's see. What is on the back of this? Let's see if we can do us a little fold on here. I think I will close it. I wasn't going to close it at first, but I think I will close it. All I'm doing is making a screen. See, like that? That's what I'm doing. I'm going to sit him aside. And I think I'm going to cover the page with this. I'm taking my other piece of paper simply as a measure because I don't want to pick that back up. I have an extra helper that decided to sit on my lap. Oh, do you have... Oh, your cat. Oh, I don't have cats or dogs. I'm allergic to cats, one thing, and I don't want an inside dog. I want an outside dog, and we don't have a place for an outside dog. So I just have grandkids running around. Oh, shoot! I did that on the wrong page. Dang, your cat distracted me. Whew, I'm glad I thought about that. I got all hung up on pretty kitty cats. So I'm going to put him here. There we go. Come on. Alright, now I want him to go here. So, this way I get to see the notes and have an extra place to put something. Let's see, where are the holes? I forget where the holes are. Which side the holes are on. They're on this side. Yeah, okay, holes are good. Okay, now, the one thing I don't like about this that I want to change is this right here is, to me, I don't want it as plain as it is. So I'm going to cut me a strip of the stamps. Well, let's see. I think I want this a little straighter. This is where I need my cutter. Let me get my eyes just right and it might work. Yeah, I'm gonna cut him off a little bit. There we go. I'm just gonna, some things I can live with, some things I can't. I just don't want this to be as so plain. Put that on that side, and I think I'm gonna put this on this side, just because. Having any questions? Everything's too quiet.
I know.
Busy, busy, busy. I can't wait to see all of them. I cannot wait. So be sure and put them up. Okay, I'm going to cut that off in just a minute. All right, now what we need are some tabs to open them up with. So let's see what we've got left. Oh, let's do this again. Let's do this again. Oops. We almost forgot door prizes last time, so let's don't forget them this time.
Yeah, we won't forget them.
We almost forgot them. We got so busy. I'm going to do this side. Let's see. I got glue on that side. I want one under the other one, so that'll work. Those are stickers. Oops, but I'm gonna glue this one down. He didn't stay down. Now then. Okay. All right. Okay. This is the side that the holes are on. So on this side, I think I saw a piece of lace that I wanted to put. Yeah. Just gonna put a piece of lace here. And I put it on the top and the bottom because it does have to go down into the fabric. All right, cool beans. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute, and we'll come back when we're gonna gussy them up. All right, next page. There we go. I think I want that to be a tag. I think that's what I want that to be. So if I want that to be a tag, I've got to make one that's got a pocket. So I'm going to make a pocket like we made on the front. How big is that? Yeah. I want it long enough that it won't fall out.
Linda said put glue topper on.
Oh, thank you, Glenda. Thank you. I forget. Got it. Yay. All right, and then let's put, I've got this little scrap right here. Let's see if there's enough. Yeah. All right, we're gonna tear this. Let me see. I don't want to do this. How do I want to do this? I'm going to tear this. All right, fold one way and then fold another way. And then we're just gonna tear down that little double fold line. This part is torn too, so don't worry about that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put something under that. Let's see what we got. We got some of this. Let's see what we have. That. Ooh, let's put this under it. We're gonna put this under it. So now we've built our page, we've built our cover. Yes, I only did it on 2 sides, and the reason is I'm going to leave that open. And I'm going to come back and cut that in a minute. This on further down like this, and I'm going to just dirty it up a little bit. And I'm going down 3 sides of this so I can leave my opening because I want to make a tag over here. Oops, I got glue on me. There we go. Cut this. How's everybody doing? I'm not hearing anything. Put glue topper on. Okay. All right, you're right. You are exactly right. Almost waited too late. I need to put a sign right here.
Would you be gentle?
Yeah, I have my be gentle. If I hit it too much, let me just show you. See how it shakes? They tell me not to do that. And I'm not gentle. I'm not a gentle person.
Carol asked what paper pack are we using?
It's Tim Holtz.
You found the name.
Find what the name of it is. Now this is going to be a fairly large tag. And the back, I'm going to work on the back a minute, but I do want to, let's see. I'm not going to because I like all of this up here. I like all of that up there, so I'm going to, it's this one.
Ideology.
Those are the pages. It's a cool piece.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has the big in that too. I'm not sure. Maymay and I were looking for something that would work for this class. Okay, I'm going to leave him, because I fell in love with this paper, I'm going to leave him like he is there. And I'm going to fussy cut a butterfly. I think I want this one. And I'm not going to, just like in the first class, I'm not going to worry about the antenna at all. And I'm just going to start going. I'm not getting too particular. I'm not getting every one. The way these are on the paper, they're very forgiving to fussy cut. I love fussy cutting. Sometimes I'll get a pack of paper, like that new pack that we got. I forgot what it's called. The new ones that I fell in love with, those light colored, the Mente. Once this is over, I'm just going to sit down and fussy cut me a bunch of stuff out of that because it's so pretty. And it all sold too. I'm so glad I got me some. There we go. And I'm just going to take the wings and just put me some little indentions in there. And I'm going to fold them up. And I'm going to get my little foam squares. Ooh, that one's going to be too big, because I don't want it really high. But I do want the wings to stay pretty much kind of up off the thing. Alright. Hardest part's getting these little tabs off of them. And I want him to just flutter right there. And this small one, really quick. I hate to take our time up doing this, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it. I said I wasn't going to make a tab. So what I am going to do, just put it on one side. I am going to make a butterfly. And you can use the wings as a tab. Ta-da! Alright, and on the back side, the plain side is on the back. I'm going to take, I know y'all get tired of me saying I'm going to, but I'm thinking as I'm saying that, I will tell you that. Cut this straight away. I'm gonna brag on my husband a little bit. I have the sweetest man. Now, he's my redneck, but he is sweet, isn't he? He's
Yes,
redneck.
he is.
He's redneck, but he's
He is
sweet.
nice.
He's one of those, you have to watch him because he's a lot smarter than he wants you to think he is. You have to beware. But last night we were sitting there and our neighbor popped up there with, "Help, I've fallen and I need help." And I knew that it was her. It was her because she never makes mistakes in her smell. She's very smart, and she's an older lady. She's very smart. So I said, "Bucky, her daughter lives in Clanton, and if she is really down," he said, "Well, let's go." So we left. He was the most patient thing with her. She had fallen. She wasn't hurt. She had just fallen, and she's got really bad arthritis, and she just couldn't get up. So he was so patient with her. He was patient with my mama, though. My mama was not a small person, and she would fall all the time, and he was so patient with her. But he is a gem. Okay, that one's not gluing down like I want it to, so I'm not even gonna worry with him. I'm gonna put him on there. Uh-oh. Well, I'm just having a problem getting one to stay, but I'm going to try that. Let's leave it over here so he can dry a little bit. And then we'll finish. Is this the back side? Are we already to the end? Oh, I never did finish this side. I knew there was something I didn't do. I never did finish over here. What we got? Let's do the history of Rome. That's what we always wanted to do. Let's just hope we don't fall in there. This was a cool book. It was falling apart. And I'm looking for us a French book. Mary says she might have one for us to use. Okay, holes are on this side. So I'm going to, don't want to mess up the page, so I want to keep the writing on there, so I'm going to go down this way. Straighten him up a little bit. There we go. Just across the top. Oops. Oh, I got it too high. All right. There we go. We have the old and the new. All right, let's see. Oh, let's use these words some way. We might not use it on this page. Do y'all remember? I know Taylor doesn't remember this, but do y'all remember when we were in high school and grade school mostly? We only had the Sears and Roebuck catalog, and then Mother got Good Housekeeping when it came about. And oh, I love those. I would cut pages and I would cut words. And you remember we made notes that we put, like we would write, cut out my favorite home out of all the different letters, and then you'd glue them on there. It looked almost like a ransom note.
Oh, yeah.
we did that. Oh, that just reminded me of that. Oh, here's a piece. All right, now let's take a little piece off.
Linda asked, what about learning French school book? Just a thought.
If we can find one, yes, that would be awesome. That would just be really awesome. I want some lint. Oh, let's do this. Let's put this on here. Oh, yeah. Let's put this on here. All right. think he's kind of done. It's a simple page, but it's a good one. Okay, now this is the last page. Yeah, this is the last page. So this back, I'm just, whatever I have left, I'm going to make us, I'm just going to patch him together. I'm just going to patch him together. Goes right behind the one. With what we have left. Don't want him boxed in. Oh, I know what I'll do. I know what I will do. Put him in this way. Okay. I'm just taking my scraps. Whoops. And I am going for it. We're just going to cover him up. I want him to be catty-cornered. I think I kind of like him kind of catty-cornered. You know what? I never do this on, I don't, and I can't say never. I can't say never. I haven't left a pocket on the back in a long time. So I'm going to leave him as a pocket. He just looks like he needs to be a pocket.
Carol said, how do you adhere buttons with shanks on them?
I try to, sometimes I cut the shank off. But the best, and if you don't cut it off, just get your, let's see, let me see if I can find somewhere to, just do your pretty good pile of glue and just sit him down in there and he'll glue, he'll stay. But normally I try to kind of, if you have the Tim Holtz or if you have wire cutters, you can cut the backs off and they'll just pop right off. So that's mainly how I do that. It just works. You don't feel like they're going to come down with that. You don't feel like they're going to be glued with this glue because it just takes it a minute for it to set, but it does. Okay, and there's just a puzzle on there. Now, I'm gonna do this. I kind of liking this. Completely lost my holes. Oh well, no big deal. Let's cut it down. Let's just cut down and use just the equal. Well, I got too close, so I'm gonna have to cut them all off. Any questions? How do you hear the button? Oh, that pop dots. Good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to get some of those. What are pop dots? And I'm just gonna glue him right down there in the corner. Now,
I guess she means the glue dots.
Glue dots, is that what you... Yeah, pop dots.
Whatever everyone calls it.
Okay, glue topper. Gotta put it back in. Thank y'all. Okay, y'all are awfully quiet. I'm just gonna assume I'm a good teacher. Okay, that's the back. This is the front. I wanna put this right here. Just along the bottom. Now I'm going to go back and I've pretty much have my petticoat down. So I'm going to go back and add all the little hooties on there. If you don't know what a hootie is all the little trinkets that we have. Okay, let's set him aside. Let me get the rest of my pages, starting with the front. Let's see if we like the front. Yeah, I like that front. I think that turned out pretty cool. I see one place I want something. Oh, we were going to put the button on there. But let me do the back side first. All right, this is the one that had that thing does not want to stay. Okay, this is the one that had the opening. Okay, we know we can put our pictures or whatever we want to in there. Let's take this little piece and put him right there. And here again, I think I'm gonna just kind of dirty him up a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. It's getting lunchtime, girls.
It is.
What'd he say?
Oh.
What'd you say?
I was talking to Maymay's group.
Oh.
You gonna come talk to our group?
I have to do something for Maymay.
Oh, gotta get something done for Maymay. Okay, I like that. I like the lace on the either side. Okay, let's let that dry a little bit. Oh yeah, this is our side. Didn't we make the did we already make a tag? I guess not. We're gonna make this into a tag. Oh, I made the big tag, but it doesn't go there. Let's just make this tag. Okay, we've got that. We've got this. We have this. We can fix this. That can be done. What do we have there? Okay, we have UVW. Okay, questions. We probably need to do that real quick. Any questions? Any questions? Okay, I know I'm off camera. All I'm doing is sticking that on there. It just struck me to do that.
In about 10 minutes, we'll do a giveaway.
Okay, good. I'm just pulling out the pieces now. This I'm gonna cut out. I'm gonna fussy cut these butterflies and put them all over the book. I've got quite a bit of things left, so we got lots to work with. I'm kind of liking this page, and I normally want to put stuff all over them. Did this stick? See, that's sticking. See, and got to get enough glue on there for it to stick. All right, I'm kind of liking this plain, and I'm kind of liking that. Kind of clean. So let's make us a tag.
Iva asked, how do I make the journal? I guess she means
Put it together.
putting it together.
Okay. Let me get the old one. I want the original one. I'm thinking about it. Let me put this in here or I'll forget. Alright. Okay. Where are my rings? I had the rings that go to my album. I just don't know where they are. Probably on that other table. Alright, I do it really, this is the way that works best for me. Oh, there's the original one. This is the one I made a while ago. Alright. This is the class one. So I'm going to put together the original one. Alright, let's find the front. There it is. Now, I do it probably totally different than everybody else does. But I'll take my first page, my second page, make sure this is what she means. Third page. Oh, that's my back. That's the back. Let's see, where are one of the pages, extra pages I made? And I'll do the extra page. Sorry, got it out of sequence. This page. And it's just a matter of sequence in my mind, how I want to put it together. It has nothing to do with how it's, quote, supposed to be put together. Alright, now that one's done. And then I just go back through and catch the other holes. This is just the best way it works for me. I'm sure everybody has their own idea. Now also, I do want to show you this. Any scraps that you have left or any scraps that you have at home, be sure to tie them on the rings. And that gives it a whole different look. I'm just using the ones that came in this kit. This one I would cut in two, but I'm going to use it. But just be sure and do that, and then that's how it works. And this had this coming from it. This in it. Whoops. And the front page had this one in it. I'm just going back and putting it back together. Does that help?
I guess that's what she was talking about.
Okay, if it's not, let me know. If it's not, let me know. I didn't see this piece, so I want to use this piece. I like this piece. I like it. Did I leave that open? Oh, I did. Oh, I know what I was going to go back and do. I did leave that open. Let me think. Think, Brenda. Think, think, think. You better think. You gotta think. Aretha? Okay. That's gonna go up under there. Well, come on, Brenda. Fumble. I got glue all over my fingers. There we go. There it is. There it is. And then I'm just gonna keep it going that way. And this is gonna fit just right on one of these pieces.
Anne said, I have a hard time hanging the lace over the edge and getting it to look free-formed.
I think what'll happen is when you're just looking at, when you're just looking at one page, it kind of looks funny, but once you get it in the album and they're all together, see it doesn't. See, it just on one page it does, but as you get it in the whole, it won't so much, because your pages are. Here's one reason that I don't mind if my holes are not exactly right. Now I want them to be the exact place from here, but I don't care if they're in further than the other, because it just adds another dimension to the album. I don't want it exactly the same. So once you get all your pages together, what you have done, just kind of hold them together and look at that and see if that makes any sense. When you just look at this one, it does. It looks kind of strange. But once you get it in the book, once you put it in the book, see, it doesn't. You know, you can put it, this was a page we didn't get in there. But see, it doesn't. So try that and see if that doesn't work. You may be one that doesn't want your lace to hang over the edge. It's just something you kind of got to get used to. You kind of in your mind's got to flip. Where did my pages go? I'm looking for my front page. 1, 2, 3. Here it is. 4. Got it. See if that helped any in making you. And if you're very linear, it is a hard process. I forgot a whole back here. What in the world happened here? I gotta cover this page and I used all my paper. Come on, Brenda. How did I miss that page? Well, okay. Anybody taking the calico class?
It's 12:40, just letting you know.
All right, and how many do we need?
We got about 5 more minutes.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do with this one. Since I forgot it, I'm not going to panic. If I were home, I would have scrap paper, and I do have scrap paper laying around here, but I'm going to show you how to use it the way that I would use it, because I forgot to cover the page. All right, I could put this in. I can get this on. I think I have one that's long enough to go all the way across. Yes, I do. I have one that's long enough to go all the way across. Okay, I would put this page in. I would come in and with this over it, and this at the top of it, with this overlapping it. And I would add that one there, and then I would take this Pacific Ocean and I would just patch it in there. So that would be my page before I added all my lace and my buttons and everything. So I just took 2, 4, 5 pieces of paper and put it, and it lends itself to the paper that Tim Holtz does. It is kind of patchwork, so that's how I would finish that page, since we only have 5 minutes. All right, and I will do that later. Okay, we did make this tag. Is it time? Ready for one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Time for a drawing. Did she ever answer if that answered her question?
She didn't answer, but she didn't say it didn't. So hopefully.
Uh-oh.
And we did have a question. Put your glue thing on there.
Glue topper on.
If you want to go back and watch this video or any videos that are live, you can do that. You just have to click on the link again.
How long do they stay up?
Oh, they'll stay up
Forever?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
As long as we don't take them down, they'll stay up.
Oh, good. Good.
If you want to go over anything, don't worry if you missed it here. You can always go back. Ann said, "Me, hope you draw my name."
me.
All right, let's see who we got. We got Kathy Carpenter.
Oh, cool.
Awesome, Kathy. Let's see. Got some of these jewels for you.
Oh, I love those.
We got some petals. I'm reading their comments.
What do they say? Let me see.
That does
Me
help. I
helping
guess
draw my
I
name.
am linear. And then the paper pack.
Anne was the one that asked about the hanging out. I have a hard time hanging the lace off. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And if you do, don't do it. I mean, it's going to be just as pretty if it doesn't hang off. It's just going to be just as pretty.
All right. Get one more for today. Gail Dimmick.
Yay,
Yay, Gail. I love these tags.
I do too. I really do.
I love tags. They're so cute. So you'll get that. You got some of the letters of the alphabet.
Oh, I like those too. That'd be
And I
pretty
love
on
these
those.
cork stickers.
Yes.
Alrighty, guys.
Yay.
Awesome, awesome.
Good job. Good job. All right. Are we down? We do have 10 minutes, don't we? Do we? Am I reading that wrong?
Well,
Not quite.
in
No, not quite.
We just started early, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We did start early. Okay, let's see. All right, do you have any questions? I'm going to answer them if I can. If I can't, I'll make up something. No, I'm teasing. Let's see. Let's put the front of ours here. Don't forget now, put them all up there. Put them up so we can see them. I think I got myself crooked. I did. Ooh. There we go. Oh, I didn't use the peach. I tell you what, I gotta put my peach in here. It's peach season. Okay, I'm gonna put my peach in here. I am going to have, I think I'm just gonna stick my little peach right there. These came out of a scrapbook, as you can tell. Mary and I cut them out we pulled them off of the scrapbook so we could use them. I'm gonna tuck him right up in there.
Carol asked, what mistakes do we need to avoid? Lessons learned.
Lessons learned are, if there is a sheet of paper that you love, use it first. Now, and the reason I do my cover first, I've had that question more than anything because everybody knows it. So, and then I've got to turn it up. The reason I do my cover first is I want to use my most beautiful stuff that I've got in my pile that I feel like is. Now, you may not think, everybody has a different eye. So I normally do my cover first. And I normally have a lot more room that I spread everything out. And then the second thing that I do is, and I use, this may sound weird, I use normally kind of the least popular on the front because I know the front's going to be stacked and it's going to be full. I just need that little bit of color popping out. But I always use the piece of paper. I always make sure it's where I can see it. And this time it happened to be, as I kept going back to this time it was this one, the map. And I kept going back to that. And I knew I didn't want to disrupt it a lot. And there was very little waste on this one because it's just barely tucked up in there. And then I used this whole big tag with it because that was the most pleasing to me. And that's the mistake I make the most, is I'll either get to the end or I will forget about that favorite piece that I have. So I normally go toward that first. And the other thing is, don't panic. Because when I first started doing it, I had a lot of panic because I would go, oh gosh, how am I going to fix this problem? Well, it's going to get fixed. You're going to figure something out. Your mind is, once you get into this game, and that's about what it is a game, it comes together. There's no way it can't. So, like, even I forgot to do this page and I didn't have anything left, and I figured it out. I got it the way it needed to be. So don't panic and don't think and don't worry about how it looks until you get to the end, because you're going to go through there, you're going to make your petticoat, and then you're going to come back and you're going to dress it up. You're going to give it what it needs to be pretty. So don't panic. That's the biggest thing. And don't try to be matchy-matchy. That's another thing that I tend to do, that I have to be really careful about, is being matchy-matchy. I want it all to match. Here she comes.
Done. I want to see what y'all are doing.
Oh gosh, I forgot to do a page, so I'm throwing it together.
She's the queen to throw it together.
From everything.
I've never taken this class, and I really want to. In all of the Made It Cons, I've never sat in on it.
I'm not going to let her have her trimmer either.
Then I'm not sitting in on it.
Yes, you can have your trimmer.
I just saw you use scissors.
I use scissors all the time.
What did I do the other day that somebody said was I pulled a Brenda? If you either one doesn't matter. Yes, and then I'll have him uploaded. That'll be fine. No, I did something in one of my classes. Somebody said that was such a Brenda moment. I don't remember what it was. Probably something on the. What? Something I did on the fly, but.
Well, that's just the way it is. Sometimes you have to. All right, gang, we got the piece together that I didn't. Now you get to go back and gussy it up, get it all pretty, and this was fun.
The gussy up's the fun part.
Yes, it is. Dressing it all up.
Is this your cover?
This is the cover. This is the one we made this time. See, we did. I want to show you all the covers. And this is one of the covers.
Oh, this is a pretty flower.
Isn't that pretty?
Y'all get such good stuff in this class.
And then this was the one that started with. So they're all basically the same.
They're nothing alike.
They all got lace on them.
They all have lace on them. That's cool.
All right, gang. Had a blast. I'm so glad y'all came. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.